Jennifer. Wow, she's stupid. I said she's stupid. She's crazy. Late LK at OneYoungsta hold it down, bringing the street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of That Is Right, the one, the only, on screen. We are here covering Black Lightning. That's right. Freedom ain't free, baby. No, it ain't. Freedom ain't free. That's right. That's why I tell people all the time. So before we get started, thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for riding with us. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly in the chat already getting it live. You got tons of stuff, and we're gonna talk about that in just a second. I'm gonna try to take it back on a couple of your comments. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Arcatron. That's right, ARCKATRON. That's right, with the brand new album, The Space Bridge. You need to check that out. And a big shout out to Blurtish doing their thing, and Thought Crimes, and much love to Panda, the largest Patreon supporter we have. Much love to you. So, how are you feeling about Gravedigger and this storyline that we got going on? Like, how you feeling right now? How in your head? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? How you living? How you live? I like it. I know it seems, there's a part of me that's like, oh, this kind of cheesy. It could be cheesy, but I'm not mad at it. Like, for real, I'm not mad at Black Lightning being in the same lineage of the original meta. I think that's cool. Also, big shout out to Daryl Phil in the house. What up, what up? Nice to see you from Pine Tops, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where that's at. I just know it's in North Carolina. And big shout out to the best troll out in these streets, Max Evan. Max Evan says, best episode to date, but they can miss me on the grandfather trope. Don't you mean great uncle? I ain't mad with that. I ain't mad at it. Nicholas Kelly saying that we back. So I wanted to touch on Nicholas Kelly real quick, saying, so since Lady Eve is planning on getting her spot back on the shadow board along with her cartel clearance with the ASA, does this mean that we are going to see her lead Cobra in the future? I don't know. We don't know what her true ambitions are right now. So I don't know what she really wants. And she never really tells any of the characters what her true goals are. You know, I think she has more ambitions than just, you know, of course, Freeland. But maybe she like, look, I like being a big fish in a small pond. I don't want to do all that. I'm stay here in my city and not mess with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Leave me to myself. So, speaking of being alone, let's go on and take it back to your boy TC. TC been lonely. All right? He had old girl. He took the chip off her. You know what I'm saying? Saved her life. You know what I'm saying? Gave her freedom. And then he like, you know, yo, girl, you know, if we die tomorrow, you know, I've never kissed a girl. And she was like, you trying to get me to kiss you? He was like, yeah, is it working? I'm like, dang. Now, she did give him a kiss. But he was like, I wasn't ready though, so that doesn't really count. Now, I will say this. There's a whole bunch of sisters in Freeland. I'm going to just leave it right there. I'm just saying there's a whole bunch of sisters in Freeland. Now, not to say that, you know, I got anything wrong with the girl. The girl needs absorbing power. She is the Sebastian Shaw of the show. But I'm just saying, could have, you know, been some sisters in the spot. So as we get forward, I want to talk about your boy Khalil. And we weren't here last week because last week we were covering Superman Red Sun. There's tons of videos on the channel. I covered the panel, I covered the red carpet, and reviewed the movie. But Khalil, we're seeing more of this Khalil of dealing with Painkiller, the psyche inside his mind, and I've enjoyed it. They've made a hallway more interesting than I think it should really be. Because they've been in that hallway for a long time. They didn't even go back into the bedroom. They was like, look, we ain't got money for that set. All right, that set is gone. But I do like how they are playing off and playing with this idea of, is this part of him? Is it not? Did this grow out of pain or anguish? And does he have Painkiller to thank for being able to push through all of this pain that he has, endured? Maybe, maybe not, but we do see after these 2 episodes at the end of this episode, that Painkiller was just playing that up so he could get control and try to kill the Pierces again. And we'll see how that plays out, because Anissa been waiting to take his butt down. All right, and now we got Black Lightning and Jen over here, and we got Ma Dukes and Anissa over here, and we don't even know if Ma Dukes will be left alone or something like that. So, chitty chitty bang bang, you never know. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly, said, keep it ambiguous, just like a snake. Keep them guessing and always stay missing. And since Painkiller is wandering them streets, it would be a great opportunity for her to have him on her side. Yeah, because that doesn't rule out Painkiller working with, say, Lady Eve or Tobias, who is definitely in the wind, or Lala. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really rule that out. And speaking of Lala, we have this amazing sequence with him, Thunder, and Black Lightning talking about his involvement. Should he get involved? They ain't gonna be nowhere to have no business. They blow this city up. You know what I'm saying? So seeing how he really feels and whether he'll join in the fight, which I'm pretty sure he will. Like, this is, I think, falls under those cliches where somebody's like, I ain't gonna help you, because I'm the bad guy. But then they're like, well, logically, maybe I should help, because if we all dead, then we all dead. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll come out and help next week, which is the finale, y'all. Oh, yes, the finale. Can you believe it? So before getting into my Dukes, Lynn, how I feel about Lynn. I do want to stop and give a big shout out to Grassroots Podcast, Aaron Ashley Simon. She did a dope event with like Black Hokage and Hip Hop Gamer. You know how he do, but giving them love is super, super dope to see that. For all nerds, big shout out to them. Big shout out to, of course, the one, the only Black Nerd Comedy. Big shout out to him and Double Toasted, who put up some funny stuff regarding Candyman in the last week that I truly enjoy. With that said, Nicholas Kelly jumps out and says, Erica Morgan, the girl that jacked on our man TC, is from the comics. She is actually a gender and race bent version of the character called Freight Train. Okay. All right, okay. I see you. All right, cool. Thank you for dropping that knowledge in there. So let's talk about what? She's stupid. What? She's stupid. Jen is stupid. All right. Okay. In season 1, Jen was first getting her powers, didn't even know her dad was and all this stuff. And I understand being dumb in season 1. I still think she was a little old to do some of the things that she did, especially knowing the danger, the real danger. Because remember, season 1 starts off with her kind of being in the club and gun fights and all kinds of stuff. So she knows it's serious, but she still did dumb stuff. Season 2, she did more dumb stuff. She's running away. She got her parents, don't know where she is. People shooting at her, everything going on. Khalil, they running off. Still stupid, but okay. Then she got with Maxine Shaw. She helped her out in her head, helped her work out her powers and stuff, and become more one with herself. And I'm like, cool, that's great. I like that. She's getting one with herself and she's learning how to manage her powers, and that's a beautiful thing. But then we're in season 3 and she's still doing dumb stuff. Then in season 3, she meets the other alternate versions of herself. She finds out Odell is crazy, all kinds of stuff. And, she's been doing wrong. And she finally comes back and she's like, Dad, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you and blah, blah, blah. And now we are back with the dumbness. My only real gripe with the writers with Jen is that you have to let Jen learn. She has to learn these things. She can't learn them and then conveniently forget them when you want a plot thing to happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're willfully making Jen stupid to have plot things happen. Like you wanted her to be out of commission for the main Gravedigger fight, so you have her go off and not tell nobody, knowing how dangerous he is, or her not knowing how, because she don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lynn just found out that he can use multiple powers and he's getting downloading new powers, and just found out he was family. You know what I'm saying? I just wish they would make her as smart as I think her experience during the show that we've seen would make her. Or at least halfway. You know what I'm saying? At least a little bit. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly. Says, like the rest of us. Yeah, it's tough seeing Jen do like dumb thing after dumb thing. Like dumb thing after dumb thing. But we see she approaches Gravedigger. I will give her props for pulling off the spirit bomb. Like she came up, she was like, ah. She swirled around her powers, then she dive bomb, took out everybody, but it didn't seem to even put a scratch on your boy Gravedigger, because now he got like force field powers. Who knows? Dude is like Sylar on Heroes. Like who knows how many powers he has right now. And who knows if he can use them concurrently, or how he can use them, or when he can use them. And it makes him extremely dangerous. And earlier, Nicholas Kelly asked, how do we stop him? I think we stop him the same way we see the Justice League stop Amazo. We essentially gang up on him and change up our styles of fighting. We don't use our kind of known ways of attacking an enemy. So like Black Lightning would have to fight differently than he normally fights. Thunder would have to fight differently than, being creative in how they attack him. And Nicholas Kelly says, so I have a question. How the world are we going to stop Gravedigger? I'm sorry, great Uncle Will, from lighting everyone's butt up. Because from what I've seen tonight, he's pulling moves from Jean Grey. And then Ann Betsy's handbook with that telekinesis force field. The second he used that the first time, Jen should have known to back the heck up, or at least use Thunderbolt and Electro Ball from a distance. Yes. Come on, man. Like, her just like, I'm going to just keep trying to charge you. It's not working. Now, Jen says she's the strongest meta they have. Here's why I say you're not. Because you make dumb moves. It's kind of like, I was in a discussion with Hannibal Taboo. Big shout out to Hannibal Taboo. Complicated. He's an awesome writer. Super dope stuff. I was in a discussion with him about Shazam. And he was like, Shazam has these powers. He has the powers of a god. Z is for Zeus. He can do whatever he wants. And I'm like, yeah, but Billy Batson is dumb. And Billy Batson doesn't know how to use his powers like that. So Billy Batson, even though the potential of his power is great, he's still just a kid that doesn't really know how to coordinate or use his powers or direct his energy, even though he's supposed to have the wisdom of Solomon. Also, like the Flash, there was an episode of Justice League like long back where Lex Luthor got the Flash's powers, and he was doing all kinds of new stuff we haven't seen the Flash do. And he asked Martian Manhunter, he was like, wow, why doesn't the Flash do this? He was like, one, because the Flash doesn't think like you. And also two, it could get him killed. But things like that, Jen she's not mentally ready to fight, and she doesn't have the killer instinct. So regardless of your potential for power, how strong you really are, being able to use that power, because your power is just a tool, you know what I'm saying? So being able to use that power properly against a villain that has another power is something that you don't have. You don't have the experience. You don't have the technological ingenuity to know what your body can and cannot do. You're always trying to overpower people. And sometimes you don't need a hammer. Sometimes you need a scalpel. And you don't know how to use a scalpel because you should have been still working with Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, but you stopped working with her. And now you don't know how to use your powers mentally, sitting in ice baths. I digress. I digress. So with that said, what you think about and this is wedding, half wedding, not really wedding. All right, I'm gonna come at this from the angle of being, say if I was like I was part of their family, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, we don't even know this girl. Like, I mean, you know this girl. We ain't never met this girl. We don't know her like that. Like, slow it down. Even she said, I know it's kind of fast. Yes, slow it down. You were kind of head over here for the girl. Girl disappeared. She changed into all kinds of people. We don't know if you being manipulated. I don't know if I can even trust that girl like that. We got bad guys all over the place. You just gonna put her in this family like we know her like that? Take it slow. Let us get to know this girl, and then maybe, just maybe, then we can say, you know what? We love her. We enjoy her company. Come on in. But you can't just be getting married. And also, we about to go to war. All right, you ain't got no time to be getting married, going to war. What you think this is, Independence Day? When Will Smith was about to go up into space, and he was like, nah, let me go get married to Vivica Fox real quick. And look, no, we ain't got time for that. As I wipe the pastor sweat. I mean, it's dumb, right? I mean, you want to marry the girl? Cool. Give it a beat, all right? We ain't even met the girl. She has literally never met the family. All right, you know what? People say I'm old school. Fine, I'm old school. I ain't gonna marry no woman that I ain't brought home to meet my mama. The first time she meet her, I ain't gonna be like, oh, by the way, this is the wedding. My mama would have whooped my butt up and down them steps and then kicked everybody out the apartment. My apartment, all right? Because my mama don't play. Now, big shout out to Nicholas Kelly said, because seriously, who's to say she doesn't have Erica's kinetic energy absorption, and with that combined with enhanced physiology and healing factor, meaning he would have endless stamina, which would be seriously bad. Yes, that's another thing that hammer and a scalpel, man. And Daryl says, exactly, yes. You just gonna drop a wedding on us? Really? Gamby going Gamby going to officiate? Killer Gamby? Oh, big shouts to Gamby to being like, oh, you thought you took me out? Eye for an eye, baby. Oh, and go back and tell your people that sent you that I ain't no joke. That's right. I don't play. I'm Gamby, baby. Gamby old, but he real. No, Daryl Phillips, he said that's Vivica Fox, though. No, that's old Vivica Fox. Let's keep it real. That's the original Vivica Fox. That's not this new Vivica Fox. I'm just saying. There's a difference in the. I'm just saying. You know, one looks like a real person, and one looks like taking a couple trips to the hospital. You know, to the doctor. So where does this leave Odell? Odell even made a mention about being close to death or having contingencies for dying. Where does this leave the ASA? Why don't they just leave? Like from where I see it, the ASA has accomplished everything they're going to accomplish in Freeland. And with the Markovians coming, they might as well cut and run or divert to an actual militaristic force. The ASA isn't like the Marines. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I don't know what they expect to gain from still being there. The spot is blown. Markovians are coming. Why is he even still there? Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly says, I'm with you on that. Seriously, you have to meet mom. Otherwise, you wind up out of the house and home. But I'm glad we got a subtle nod to her Amazonian strength. All right, let's talk about that Amazonian strength. Bull poop. All right. Yeah, I said it. It's an all ages show. Bull poop. All right. She picked up that table, right? Why them candles ain't fall over? When they got glue on the bottom of them candles? When she picked up that table, I was like, oh, man, I could not stop looking at them candles. I'm sorry. I was looking at them candles like, if I bump my table, everything gonna fall over. She could lift up the table all up over, well, not over her head, but like, I guess chest height or whatever. And them candles was just chilling until Anissa came and took them off. Bruh. And I know it's supposed to show that she's strong. I'm cool. I know about wood tables. Real wood tables are mad heavy. Cool. I'm glad you want to show her strength. But my man, them candles ain't move a lick, boy. I was like, yo, why the candles still there? But it is good to see that her powers are evolving and changing. Seeing that the more she uses them, the more she's changing. And we don't know where she'll end up. And due to that strength, she could be a great asset against Gravedigger, unless she's bad. And here's why I'm saying she's bad, or thinking she might be bad. That whole statement of, I know we're moving kind of fast and whatever, and we don't know everything that went on while she was away from Anissa. Now I gotta look at her sideways, man. I don't know if do y'all trust Grace? I mean, like, really trust Grace? Like, when I say really trust Grace, would you go to sleep with Grace around? That's what I mean. All right, big shout out to Nicholas Kelly said they can't just leave, just tell, they can't just leave or tell, because Odell, since he is from Gotham, he is the type to see things through. Case in point, Gotham mentality. It's a Gotham mentality. Man, ain't nobody think about Gotham right now. This is Freeland. It's Freeland, baby. So the last thing I guess I'll remark upon is the family dynamic of Gravedigger, Black Lightning, Thunder, and Lightning. Where does that leave them? Because of course it's going to come out. You know, he'll probably say it next episode, or he'll be like, you know, you're my family. Will this change Gravedigger's heart? Because seeing his backstory shows the pain that's there and shows why he is how he is. You know, being experimented on by the U.S. government, being left for dead by the U.S. government, the way black soldiers were treated during World War I and II. You know, he has a legitimate axe to grind. Will he be able to open up his heart? Open your heart for his family, for his long lost family. I don't believe he thinks he has any family left. Will there be a connection there? Will there be at least an understanding there? Also, big shout out to Wayne Brady, man. Wayne Brady, who, you know what I'm saying, every time I think about him, I think about that Dave Chappelle skit. But Wayne Brady is actually holding it down in this role, man. And he's believable. I mean, really, Wayne Brady fighting people? Who knew? But it comes off well. And he really nails it home on these scenes of him recalling how he was experimented on, what he went through during the war, and how he had to cope with it, and what he had to do, you know, for his soldiers and to other people. So yeah, Wayne Brady, he's killing this one. But what do we do with this family dynamic? How does it end up? Do we end up with a situation where there's an understanding, but there's no connection? Or do we end up where it's like, you know what? Hey, we understand each other and I want my family. So meaning like, I'm going to, you know, drop my, you know, beef or whatever. And I'm going to be working with y'all. I might not agree with everything y'all do, but instead of completely separating from y'all, I'm going to be in Freeland. I'm going to be with y'all, or I'll at least be around. Like if you in like the next city or something, you know what I'm saying? I'll be, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to go. I mean, Jace does say that he's basically like a king over there. So who knows on that part, but it would be interesting to see how that family dynamic plays out. Big shout out to Daryl says, I feel for Tyson Gravedigger the same as I feel for Killmonger. Yeah, you see where the anger comes from. So it's not like it's not a legitimate beef with the ASA, with the U.S. government, with the military, with the militaristic state. None of that, you know, and seeing how all of these metas are just experiments wanting to nip it in the bud in the most violent way. Shouts to Nicholas Kelly said nuclear crater, because from what I remember of Geo-Force, he doesn't have a strong enough healing factor to survive from a nuclear meltdown. Okay. And Nicholas Kelly says, can somebody get Simba, Head and Shoulders? Because seriously, I know he has a hate boner for Dr. Jace since she killed his mama via experimental testing. But the place you're in is about to be a nuclear crater. Yeah, all right. I was going to try to leave him alone, but he's been rubbing me the wrong way too. Curls used to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Curls, Head and Shoulders, Simba, whatever you want to call him. Curls used to be cool. He used to have a dumb look on his face all the time, and then he stopped having a dumb look on his face. Now he's back to having a dumb look on his face. And then also, like, where's Dr. Jace? I want to kill it. Man, you ain't a killer. You know what I'm saying? Look up You Ain't a Killer by Big Pun. Good song. But you ain't gonna kill nobody. Now, he does have her tied up while he's playing, like, I don't know, Call of Duty or something. That's random. But she did call him a brat, and he started making the room shake. My only thing is, if you do that, you could potentially bring that building down on yourself. Also, where is the news coverage of all these random earthquakes that just be happening? It's like, where are the other people in the building? Do you own the building? Are you in the building by yourself? All right. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? You should be able to hear me, hopefully. And let's see. You should be able to hear me, hopefully. Hold up. All right. So you guys should be able to hear me. Should be able to. You guys got me? You able to hear me? Am I back? I should be back. Just hit me with a thumbs up if I'm back. I think I'm back, but we'll know. Hit that past the sweat. Oh, yeah. I think I'm back. So, cool. Great. Thank you. So, thank you. Sorry, guys. Small technical difficulty. We cool. We back. Word up. So, back to what I was saying that you guys couldn't hear. Okay. I guess the best way to say this about Curls is I understand his position, but I think that they have played him smarter when we first met him than they're playing him now. And I think it's doing damage to the character in general. And that's why we don't like him, or we're not feeling him. Because when we first met him, remember, he was like a good student and everything. He was smart. And even this stuff when he was learning about, Jin's powers, he seemed to be a pretty level-headed kid. Even when he learned about Jace and knowing why he was there, he was still essentially level-headed. And now he's gone off the deep end. And the reason it's annoying is because he's gone off the deep end, but he hasn't really done anything. So now we have this scene where he attacks Jace. He doesn't kill her. Now he goes to he argues with Black Lightning. Doesn't really go anywhere. Then he goes to her place of work where he gets her at the lab or something. Still doesn't go anywhere. Then I guess ties her up, takes her to his house, kidnaps her. Still not doing anything because of this information that he wants from her about her father, which people have already said she's probably going to lie to you anyway. So, honestly, where does that leave us? I mean, if she's lying to you anyway, so what's the purpose of even continuing this? You know she's going to lie or at least twist the truth to help her. So either kill her or move on. I think they're using this as a way to keep him involved. You don't have to keep him involved in every episode. You can let him slide off for a couple of episodes and just come back. This Jace thing is I'm not really vibing with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping. Let me know. I don't think, I don't know. Are you feeling it? Because it seems kind of corny to me, the way it's going. And I don't think it needs to be like that. And I think it's a waste of screen time when we could be dealing with, something with Lala and Lady Eve or even like Gamby and Black Lightning or the sisters or Grace or something where we know that something's going to happen. All of these scenes with Jace and Curls, nothing has really happened. We haven't really resolved anything. It's just been a whole bunch of him puffing up his chest. Like when he came in the lab and he was like, yo, you killed my mom. I'm like, sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. Oh boy. Anyway, with that said, guys, thank you for coming through. Holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments. Let's talk Black Lightning. I still enjoy the show. I still love this show, and I can't wait for next week because we're gonna have a nice little extravaganza. Especially if the finale's good. Big shout out to the chat. We got Daryl in the house. We got Nicholas Kelly in the house. I think Alan Lewis rolled through, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. But shout out to Alan Lewis anyway. You know what I'm saying? Homie be singing, doing his thing. Also, big shout out, of course, to everybody that's watching, but also not commenting in the chat. Much love to you. And if you would so please hit that thumbs up. Or you can hit that thumbs down. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send Gravedigger after you. All right, you ain't going to be happy. All right, so go on and hit that thumbs up. It helps a whole lot with the channel, with the algorithm, all that stuff. Help me be able to give you more stuff and do more stuff because I'm dropping tons of ish up on this channel. Case in point, we got NERDSoul Gaming coming. We got some stuff coming from Arcatron playing Marvel Contest of Champions. This week I'll be playing more Aztez, probably playing some Destiny 2, having, chilling, kicking it, playing a whole bunch of fun stuff. Also, we're going to be getting into a lot of other comics. We got ShiroCon this weekend. I might not be able to attend it, but if you are in the LA area, March 7th, ShiroCon at Fox Hills Mall. You won't want to miss that. Big shout out to Hannibal and the Versus series, which I will be on the Versus podcast this Saturday. So we got tons of stuff coming this week. Queen Sono, we will be reviewing tomorrow. Also, Altered Carbon probably this weekend coming up. Big shout out to the Atomic Podcast. We got something coming from that on Saturday. Also, we'll be talking My Hero Academia, the new movie, on Saturday as well. So there's tons of cool stuff coming, tons coming your way from this channel. So guys, support. You want to see more stuff, make sure to support. If you can't join the Patreon, that's cool. You know what's free? Hitting that like button. You know what's free? Leaving a comment. You know what's free? Sharing this to your folks. Don't share it to people that don't watch it. It's cool if they don't watch it. But if you know someone who would like this type of content, make sure to share it. You know what I'm saying? Holla at a player. And also you can go to shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself a shirt, a hat, a coffee mug, something like that, because it helps the channel. So before I get out of here, Tobias, he's in the win. Gravedigger, great Uncle Willie. Black Lightning, now he got to take care of his daughter because she was stupid and went off and got a butt whooped. Anissa, trying to have pop-up weddings. Who would have ever thought you could have a pop-up wedding? Lynn actually coming clean about her addiction. That's good. Gamby, still gangster, ain't playing. Curls, he's soft and a sucker. Jace, still hardcore even when being tied up. Lala, we don't really know. Him and Lady Eve going back and forth. They just need to kill the other. Something, I don't know. They just bugging. Lady Eve, I don't know. Her and Odell might get another unholy union to get seat back at the table. There's tons going on. And even more than that. So big shout out to Clay in the house. Clay says, hey guys, I'm all lost now about where it is going because it was really clear, but now it's complicated with Khalil and everything. What is the link where it's Tobias? Nobody knows where Tobias is right now. Nobody knows where Tobias has been. We don't know where Tobias. I guess he's in Markovia. I don't know. Like we really don't know. We don't know nothing. Justin King in the house. What up? What up? Where's the episode? See, I didn't do 14. I didn't do because I was doing Superman Red Sun. So I covered 14 and 15 in this episode. And if you want to talk about something in 14, holla at me. Let me know. Let's see. We got Nicholas Kelly said, same. I thought so too. He could have just asked TC, who is a skilled technopath and close friend, who could have gave him the results he wants for the murder. Once in a matter of minutes or even an hour. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Clay says, I feel like I missed a piece of info for this last episode. Yeah, I think it's because of the fog of war around Markovia. Big shout out to Justin King says, Gravedigger is that ancestral slave rage in action. He's our ancestral curse. All right. You know what? I like that look at it. I didn't look at it like that. So I feel you on that one. I see where you're coming from. And like I said, yeah, definitely a legitimate beef, but I never looked at it like that. So thanks for putting that one in there. Nicholas Kelly says Monstro is still in Markovia. Okay. Also says, so the moral of this episode, don't run in half-cocked, go in with a working plan. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Justin King says, I hate how this is the family reunion. This is the prototype of Black Lightning. I'm mad at the family. I'm mad that the family doesn't know they aren't related. They are related, I guess. But they never really got a chance to tell Anissa because you had the pop-up wedding and then you got Jen running off and trying to fight people. So, who knows? Let's see. Justin King says a lot of Black YouTubers aren't talking about his history. Interesting. Well, I talked about Gravedigger's history a little earlier in the show. You might have been here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure when you came in, but I do like not only the telling of that story, but Wayne Brady in the telling of the story. I'm not mad at him in this role, yo. Wayne Brady, he's always been like the funny, silly guy, kind of corny at times, and I'm like, nah, this guy can't be no Gravedigger. But now I'm like, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it at all. And also, the way they weave in our history as Black soldiers in World War II. I love that. I love that, them weaving that in to what went on with Gravedigger. I really, really love that. Big shout out to Clay, says they will probably beat Gravedigger, and I believe Tobias will probably be the next Gravedigger. I don't know. I hope not, because I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like they just met this family member, or at least Black Lightning, just learned about this guy. For him to die right now, I hope not. But Tobias is in the wind, and we don't know where he may land. Jess King says, says, I'm not mad either. I feel this is a story that needed to be told. Two sides of the same coin. And yeah, Daryl says, I love Wayne Brady in this. Yeah, like Wayne Brady is crushing with this role right now, man. Like I'm not mad at this at all. Like he is really, really killing it. So guys, with that said, we had another good episode, man. We had another Flames episode. This is, I would say, the only CW-DC show that has had a fire third season. I guess you could say Arrows was debatable, but I think this is the only one whose third season was straight fire. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly, says, or else you will get light up like Jen as she got thrown to the barrier and shot out like a firecracker in the sky, only to come crashing down like Icarus. And then Justin King says, I wonder, did the Justice Friends not give him a phone or what? Clay says, not sure what is going to happen with Khalil. Khalil, man, that's tough. Maybe if someone can get to him and get to Painkiller and subdue him, maybe TC can go in and unlock the door. But TC isn't equipped to deal with Painkiller and the mental scape either. Big shout out to Justin King talking about the Justice Friends not giving him a phone. Here's the thing. I know they did the crossover. I know. Before I even say this, I know. But I kind of like Black Lightning being in its own universe, man. I don't want the Flash on Black Lightning. I don't want Supergirl on Black Lightning. I don't want Arrow or Arrowette or whoever's going to end up taking up the mantle. I don't want, Speedy or anything like that. I don't want Batwoman. None of them. This is Black Lightning, and let it be a Black Lightning show. Last thing we need is a white savior on this show. We cool. This is a black show. This show has been black the whole time. I enjoy that it's black, and it's dope. So I know he got friends, but I'm like, let's just do this on our own. Clay says, too much drama with these guys. Which ones? Are you talking about, like, talking about your boy, that Curls, aka Geo-Force? Or are you talking about like Anissa having a pop-up wedding? Or are you talking about like Lala and Eve, where it's like, look, y'all need to work it out. So with that said, guys, once again, thank you for watching. We got tons of cool stuff coming to the channel. Stay tuned. Going to hit that subscribe button, that like button, drop a comment, share this to your folks. Do what you got to do. Thank you very much. So before I be out of there, big shout out to Arcatron, ARCKATRON. The Space Bridge is out now. You need to peep that. And of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, dropping stuff all the time. Holla at me, dropping heat every day or trying to drop heat every day. I do what I can. So to Nicholas Kelly, to Clay, to Justin King, to Daryl, to everybody else in the chat, whether you commented or not, look, hey, we here. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for chilling with a brother. Daryl said, I wish people would ask that question the other way around. They can call Black Lightning. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Even though I don't think Black Lightning, you on your own, bro. And Nicholas Kelly says they need to write Jen better because she needs to stop being so hard-headed. Yeah, that girl is mad hard-headed. Oh yeah, and I did see the preview with the girl with clapback news. Don't get me, look, we'll see y'all next week. Clapback news, boy. Whoo. If there was any news outlet that was more, how should I say, ill prepared to actually provide real news, I'd probably say it was clapback news. But hey, look, she's a voice of the people. She's doing what she got to do. And you're in Freeland, things are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Things are crazy. So guys, holla at me. I'm going to holla at you down in the comments. Thank you for coming through. See y'all next week. And peace. Oh, peace, peace, peace. Justin King, peace, a peace, peace. Daryl, peace, a peace, peace. My man Clay, peace, a peace, peace. Nicholas Kell, peace, a peace, peace. Alan Lewis, peace, a peace, peace. Arcatron, peace, peace, peace. NERDSoul, peace, a peace, peace.